Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video you're going to do a review on this 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 made in a 1 to 18 scale by Lane Detail. So please stay with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to give me your thumbs up, to share this video, subscribe my channel in case you haven't subscribed yet, and click the bell for news. So let's unbox this car and take a better look at it. 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 that was considered the last muscle car made by Oldsmobile, and it was also the last year of these body lines. This body style started back in 68. It had a few changes for 69. In 1970, from 1970 to 1972, it remained almost unchanged with some minor touches and some minor changes. In 1972, insurance prices were so high that even though the 455 engine was available for this car, most Oldsmobiles 442 had the good old 350 rocket engine as a choice, so insurance prices wouldn't go so high. This car was also available with some performance options similar to the W30 that was available for Oldsmobile 442 before. This model car made by Lane Detail is made with a very good quality. It's number 846 of 996 pieces, according to the certificate of authenticity. It's made in Viking blue, which is a metallic blue color that looks fantastic. Those pinstripes are very well aligned and very well reproduced. All trim pieces are made in separate parts. They have very good quality chrome. They are not cheap plastic. They are not toyish at all. They have superior quality, no fleshings, no cast markings, no sorts of issues that would give them the appearance of cheap plastic, but they do look like metal, and they make the car very realistic. Those wheels and tires are also great, and they look very nice, and the wheels look very nice, and the rims look very nice in body color with all chrome trims around the openings and the chrome trim around the rims. The trim around the wheel wells and the window openings are also separate parts, as well as the trim around the windshield and the rear window that look very nice and very realistic. Headlights, taillights, bezels, all look great. Paint and quality is superior. It's immaculate. So there are no issues, no defects at all. Directional lights on the sides are also made in acrylic pieces and chrome moldings, so they also have a very good realism. This model car is excellent. Mirrors are in an excellent proportion and look very nice as well. Front end, that's very similar to 1970 and 1971. 442 was only a trim option for 1972 now, since 1972 is the last year of this body style, and also due to the oil crisis, big block engines were very harmed by insurance companies. Insurance prices for these cars were very high, especially when they were equipped with those big blocks 455. So over 90% of those Oldsmobiles were equipped with the 350 rocket engine, which is what happens to this car. This particular unit was equipped with a rocket 350 engine. Still a very reliable engine and a very good engine produced by General Motors at the time. We can notice that this car was made with some very good detail, very good and nice finishing touches. The two grills for the Oldsmobile from 1970 to 1972 with the logo right between them that reminded of the rocket. We have headlights, directional lights made with very good realism, and the bumper with very good quality chrome. The hood is also very well reproduced, and the hinges are not exactly the hinges we had on the car, but very good hinges, very delicate pieces, and those are towards the edges and almost in the correct position as it should happen to the real car. The engine bay is also very well taken care of, and the engine has got all types of detail we can find in these model cars. The Oldsmobile Rocket 350 engine, which is made in gold, the typical color of Oldsmobile engines. You can also notice the brake master cylinder that's made in gold with very good detail. The reservoir, cables, wires, radiator hose, alternator, radiator shroud, and the factory stickers and the Delco battery with the cables that were all made in perfection, and the engine bay itself, which was very well taken care of. The car interior that was very well taken care of. We see the 4-spoke steering wheel that was typical of the Oldsmobiles, the pedals, the The carpet and interior, the cushions that look very realistic. They don't look like cheap plastic, but they look like real material. Seat belts with the buckles that were made with very good realism. And the tilting seats with the trim around them. And the dashboard with the wood grain pattern, and the bezels, they're made in chrome with very good quality decals for the instruments. Dashboard looks very realistic. The only thing I think that lane exact detail should improve for this model is to make hinges a little more realistic, such as those ones that are made by Highway 61 and GMP, for instance. Still a very nice model car, and the trim around the window opening is a separate part, which is a very nice detail. It's made with a very high quality chrome. It's not just cheap plastic with toyish chrome, but very high quality chrome and very well aligned and very well taken care of. We have the lock pin on the door and the trim right near the window with a mirror with a very good realism. Seat belts and buckles are also very realistic, and all details in this interior look very nice. From the passenger side, the very good quality shifter and the central console, the wood trim pattern on the dashboard, and the radio that's made with very good realism, as well as the glove compartment lid and the air outlets that look very real. This is very typical of premium model cars. We have a very good and realistic headliner with a courtesy dome light, and the sun visors, they're actually retractable, and the rear view mirror. We see the head restraints, they were made with a very good realism. Very nice looking trunk. Very realistic taillights. They're made in acrylic. Chrome bumper with a very good quality chrome, and reverse lights made with a very good realism. Spare tire with the restrainer in the trunk, and pretty realistic and correct hinges for the trunk lid. This car was very nicely made. Inside the trunk, very realistic spare tire, the jack, and the anti-corrosion coating we have for the trunk. The excellent undercarriage made by Lane Exact Detail for this car with a very good realism. As we can notice, it's a body on frame, so we can see the frame made with perfection, and also flat black and gloss black parts for the suspensions, for the front and rear suspensions. Differential, as we can see, is a gloss black, the drive shaft is a flat black, and the tranny is made in aluminum, so we have all connections very well reproduced. We also have brake lines, the oil filter, the engine in the correct color, the starter, and all components and suspensions. Suspensions are actually working suspensions. The drive shaft does not spin. Overall, this is excellent. The shocks look very realistic. Very nice model car for those who like muscle cars just like me. Very nice feature we find in those Lane Exact Detail model cars is a certificate of authenticity. This 1972 Olds is the number 846 of 996 models made. And it's signed by George Lane. Ranking this car from 0 to 10, I would give it a 10 with no doubts. This car was very well made by Lane Exact Detail, and it's also available by Acme, and it's a superior quality die-cast model car. I think this car cannot be forgotten in any collection of American muscle cars. The only constructive criticism I would make to Exact Detail would be to make more realistic hinges for doors and hood. But overall, this model car is excellent. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views, for all subscriptions, Please don't forget to subscribe my channel in case you haven't subscribed yet, and let me know down in the comments what you think about the video and about the car. And also, if you have any further information on the Oldsmobile 442 for 1972 or for some other years, please let us know down in the comments. I would also like to ask you to give me a thumbs up and to share this video and to click the bell for news. Stay tuned for the next videos that are about to come to my channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.